Scientists placed a giant stone into an ultrasonic scanner. They were shocked to discover a humanoid embryo inside the stone. In order to investigate what kind of creature was inside the stone, several scientists began carefully cutting it. After 2.5 years of polishing, the stone was finally cut into 2 halves. As the stone was slowly lifted, a faint mystical aura immediately drifted out from inside, and it also shone with a very dazzling golden light. Then, under everyone's incredulous gaze, a smiling giant infant appeared inside. Not only did he emit yellow light all over his body, he could even float in the air. When the scientists saw the abnormality of the giant infant, they instantly realized something was wrong. To test the giant infant's IQ, the scientific team first greeted him. Soon, the giant infant responded with finger gestures. Then they used geometric shapes for him to identify. And amazingly, he answered all of them correctly. The scientists were filled with joy upon seeing this. However, just when they thought this was the greatest discovery in history, unexpectedly, an accident occurred that day. The scientists suddenly noticed something was off with the giant infant. The light on his body began to gradually fade, and the smile at the corner of his mouth was no longer like the one at birth. But at that moment, a stranger suddenly broke into the laboratory. Then, taking advantage of everyone's distraction, he shut off the power. By the time the scientists reacted, they discovered the giant infant lying inside had suddenly disappeared. Everyone instantly panicked. They immediately began searching everywhere. However, at that moment, the giant infant was being held by an old man. Fortunately, the scientists found his trace. She intended to step forward to stop him, but unexpectedly, the old man said this was a prehistoric alien, because he could not tolerate the air on Earth. The alien used the giant stone to seal himself. It turned out that just a few days ago, when scientists were salvaging in a nearby sea area, they discovered that such stones were abundant on the seabed. So they salvaged all of them, and the giant infants inside these eggs were all prehistoric aliens who came to Earth to explore.